And there you see the Executive Vice President of No Limits Wrestling, Triple H, arriving at the arena. Tonight, he says he is going to confront the Commissioner. We've heard about Metal's uncertain future. Will Triple H set the record straight? Live here tonight. Welcome to Metal. Tonight's main event is a huge triple threat match for the Metalweight Championship. Samoa Joe defends against both Jon Moxley and the Rated R Superstar Edge in a blockbuster main event. Who is walking out as the champion? Find out later tonight. Plus, Triple H is here to confront the Metal Commissioner. As many of you know, Metal's future is uncertain. Triple H cutting the budget of this show. We're not even allowed to use the updated cameras. We will see what he has to say later tonight. And to kick us off this evening, a huge title match. The Intercontinental title is on the line. Seth Rollins defends against the former champion, Sami Zayn. Seth Rollins, he's been faking this elbow injury, which I don't know about that. Maybe he's trying to get into the head of Sami Zayn, but right now, he's looking pretty good. Superplex into I don't know what that was, but it was effective. And now Rollins back to his feet with a buckle bomb and a kick to Sami Zayn. He's certainly bringing the intensity here tonight. Goes to the curb stomp, but Sami moves out of the way. Backed up to the apron. And a haluva kick. A haluva kick that sends Seth Rollins to the outside. Well, it was that ungovernable where Seth Rollins won that title from Sami Zayn by elbowing him in the groin in a controversial fashion, but now Sami Zayn wants that championship back. He is sick of Seth Rollins ducking him for the past 2 weeks, and now the match is finally happening. And if Rollins didn't compete here tonight, he's going to get stripped of the title. So, oh, look at this. Did he hurt his knee? What's going on now? And the ref's checking him over, but wait a minute. What the hell? The referee making sure that Rollins can continue, and it's Jake the Snake. Oh, don't tell me it's going to end like this. Oh, for God's sake. Seth Rollins retains the Intercontinental Championship. But why on earth is Jake Roberts out here? And they are looking each other in the eyes right now. What is going on? And Seth Rollins will curb stop again. And it looks as if Jake Roberts has found his new client. Roberts was looking for someone to manage, to mould in his own image, and it looks like it's the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins. Finally, I am free. The Miz thought he could outsmart me, lock me down with a contract that gives him a percentage of my earnings. Well, guess what? I took his money, tripled his investment, and now I am on top again. Finally, I can control the narrative because I am richer than ever, and I can buy and sell every last one of you. And with this money comes absolute power. That means the finest cars, that means the finest women, the finest prizes, and the prize I want is the Metalweight Championship. Now, whoever wins the triple threat match tonight, just know I am watching very closely. And you can sell that title to me, or you can suffer the consequences. But I'm a patient man. I've got the cash now. I can take my time. To everyone on the Metal roster, look at me. I'm rolling in money. This suit, this was worn by Elvis, and I got it for a steal. Just remember, changing the game, EC3. Remember the name. I have been waiting for this for a very long time. We've been trying to sign these guys for several years, and tonight they make their metal debut. And I don't think any team personifies metal quite like these two. Hanson, Rowe, they are a war machine. And I feel for Drake Maverick and Scotty 2 Hotty here tonight. Oh, good grief! Raymond Rowe battering Scotty 2 Hotty, and now picks him up, and look at the power from Hanson. And look at the athleticism. A clothesline to Maverick from midair. Scotty's out, and Drake Maverick wiped out with a Viking experience as Hanson and Rowe make short work of Scotty and Drake. This is certainly a team to look out for here on Metal, and the question is, who will be able to stop the war? I've been gone far too long. For the past 2 months, I've been sat at home, thinking over what I've become. A man who used to win championships here. That's what I used to do. I used to strike fear. When Pete Dunne stepped up to me, I made the mistake of thinking it would be a walk in the park. And I had the experience edge, and it turns out I was not ready for the bruiserweight. But I'm man enough to admit that now. Where do I go from here? Because I'm feeling pretty lost. And with all these questions arising about, will I even have a job? Is Metal going under? All I'll say is the Prince always lands on his feet. And who knows, maybe I've become soft. I've been relying on others to do my dirty work. People are saying Finn Balor is weak. Well, those people need to know that the Prince never misses. So try saying that to my face. Perhaps I need to get back to basics, ditch the heavies, and unleash the demon. Hardcore Championship on the line. The first defense of Sami Callihan against Dustin Rhodes. And he kicks out of that vicious forearm to the trash can lid. And last week, both these men were in the Steel Asylum match to crown the Hardcore Champ. It was Callihan who walked out as the champion, but now gets brain-busted on those open chairs. Sami Callihan, he knows what it's like to compete in the combat zone like this. And now he's the Hardcore Champion. Is it going to be a short reign? Oh, good grief, again now. Chair off the skull, and the stretch muffler applied. Stretch muffler on Dustin Rhodes. But a kendo stick breaks it up. And now Dustin, code red on the chairs. And Callihan somehow kicks out. Callihan kicking out of code red. And now Dustin running at the table. No! Assault driver crashes through the table. And it's Falls Count Anywhere in these Hardcore title matches, remember? And look out! Package pile driver off the apron, through the table, and Sami Callihan retains the Hardcore Championship. The ringside area is complete carnage right now. Sami Callihan holding that championship proudly. He is still the reigning king of Hardcore. John Morrison, 2 weeks ago, you beat Shinsuke Nakamura here on Metal, and after that match, he hit you with a Kinshasa from behind. Then just last week, you two got into a brawl, and in the alley behind the arena, we're all trying to separate you guys. And what is it that you want? What is your plan with regards to Shinsuke Nakamura? Hey kid, long time no see. Look, I saw what happened out there. War Machine, they destroyed you. Maybe you're not cut out for the wrestling thing right now. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you my card, and if you want a job working for me, I have the funds to make it worth your while. Just think about it.
This past week on Turbo, The Fiend tried to play mind games with Kurt Angle, get into his head, and tonight, but he's supposed to be facing Shawn Spears, but look at him, he's snapped. Another ankle lock. And Shawn Spears has to tap out in record time. And oh my God, he broke his ankle. Look into the eyes of Kurt Angle. Something has changed in that man. I don't know what The Fiend has done to this man, but he's changed. Looks like we're going to get an episode of the Firefly Funhouse here. Don't know what's going on, but... Oh, he's in the arena. Bray Wyatt is here on metal as Shawn Spears gets his ankle checked over. What is Bray Wyatt doing out here?
Oh man, Kurt, that was awesome. Doesn't it feel good to let your darker side in, man? This is what I was saying to you last week. The Fiend doesn't want to hurt you. On Turbo, The Fiend was just letting you know that he was watching you, and he was impressed. And then tonight, you broke that guy's ankle. Golly, Kurt, you see, this is who you are. After all, everyone is just one bad day away from madness. It's powerful, isn't it? When you've got nothing else, The Fiend is going to help you, Kurt. He was hurt too after the Wyatt family left me. And when your life fell apart, your family left you too, didn't they, Kurt?
Oh, he's touched the nerve. Oh, good grief. Angle snapped. That was too far. Another chair shot to Bray. Oh, that busted him open. That busted him open big time. And now the ankle lock on the outside. Bray Wyatt is screaming for mercy. Bray Wyatt covered in blood. And now the referees and trainers here trying to get him to stop. I agree that line was out of order from Bray Wyatt, but you know, you got to control. Kurt Angle is Angle again. Look at this. Oh my God, he's possessed. Kurt Angle is possessed as Bray Wyatt is covered in blood. Kurt Angle destroying Bray Wyatt. He's snapped now. And you know what? I don't think The Fiend is going to like this.
Well, I see you brought all your high-tech fancy cameras for this segment, didn't you? What about the old crappy cameras that you've been using for this show? Not good enough for the EVP, I suppose. You know damn well that using the old cameras saves us a lot of money. Besides, on the next episode of Metal, I will upgrade the cameras, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about you defying me last week when you booked that Steel Asylum match. It was dangerous, it was out of control, and people got hurt. Not to mention how much it cost to run that thing. So I'm not allowed to book a Steel Asylum match on my show, but Shawn Michaels is allowed to book a triple cage match for his. Is that right? This is the same double standards, Hunter. Why don't you just admit that you don't like me? Because Metal is pulling in the views. I don't understand it. What's your problem? I don't owe you an explanation of anything. My issues run deeper than this. There's a very obvious failure to control your roster. Take Tetsuya Naito, for example. He made you look like a fool. And when you fired him, Shawn Michaels was there to sign him to NLW Live. It's simple business. Not only that, but the budget I gave you, you've already squandered. You've signed too many people. You signed Dustin Rhodes, Sami Callihan, War Machine, not to mention those expensive matches you're running. So how much does a company need to pay when you got Jon Moxley wrestling every week? Do you think that's cheap? No, it's expensive to get a man of that caliber wrestling every week. Look, Jon Moxley wrestles every week because he's a workhorse. Look, me and him, we've had a lot of trouble in the past, but I recognise that he deserves what he earns, and I'm not going to cut his pay, and I'm not going to cut the pay of Samoa Joe, John Morrison, guys who are busting their asses for this place. Metal is doing fine. I'm not releasing people under the guise of budget cuts. That's a coward's way out. Just admit you want to pad the earnings report for your business expenses. You don't understand this, but I'm trying to run a business here, and I'm trying to maximize profits, and Metal is a burden on this company, Commissioner, and cancelling it isn't off the table yet. So on the next episode of Metal,
I will make a decision on both this brand's future and your future, and I'll do it in front of the public, in that very ring.
Well, Hunter, I guess I'll see you next week, and hey, tell Shawn Michaels over on NLW Live that I hope True Grit, his pay-per-view, I hope it runs smoothly.
This is our main event. A triple threat match for the Metalweight Championship. Jon Moxley, Edge, and the champion. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Joe has looked dominant since winning the Elimination Chamber at Ungovernable. He went on to defend that title successfully against Tetsuya Naito in what turned out to be Naito's last night on the brand, and tonight he faces both Moxley and Edge in three-way action. Well, we know that Moxley and Edge have some sort of a working relationship. They've agreed to help each other to try and take out Joe, and once Joe's done for, it's every man for himself. But Joe will take them both on single-handedly if he has to with a Coquina clutch. But there's a neck breaker from Jon Moxley. And now Moxley looks as Edge attacking Joe with a power slam. And now Moxley with a vicious forearm. And dives at him, but goes through the ropes and accidentally hits Edge. And now Moxley helping Edge to his feet. That was accidental, and look out for Joe! A corkscrew dive over the top rope. Have you ever seen a man the size of Samoa Joe move like that? And Joe on fire in the early stages of this match. Moxley back in, and a combination, going for the muscle buster. No! Paradigm shift maybe, but a Northern Light suplex, and Moxley kicks out. Now going for that Fujiwara armbar, but right to the Coquina clutch. Is Joe going to make Moxley tap out? But in comes Edge with the elbow. And now Edge has him held, and a DDT in for the cover, but a kick out from Joe. The execution wasn't enough. Edge and Moxley, they are working effectively together here to take out Joe. But Edge, thrown on the top rope, pressed to the top, and now a superplex from that height could be devastating. But Moxley from behind! And a Tower of Doom! Moxley in for the cover, but Joe kicks out. Joe kicking out. And Edge is down, Moxley's down. Who's walking out of here as champion? Both these men want to be Metalweight champion in the worst way, and they're working together to take out Joe. And they're communicating with each other, I should say. Of course, last week there was miscommunication, which cost Jon Moxley the hardcore title. Tonight, though, they're working effectively. There's a knee. Whoa, wait a minute! Roll up! But a kick out. And there you see the true colours of Edge. Edge trying to sneak up on Moxley, but now trying to patch things up. Well, I guess he did. Oh, but Moxley not taking it. Moxley not taking it whatsoever. And now goes after Edge, but a chair shot. Remember, no disqualifications in these triple threat matches. And drops him on the announce table. Well, the teamwork failing in now. Oh my God, a spear. Spear through the announce table, wiping out Jon Moxley. Edge spearing Moxley, and Moxley may be done for in this match. It's down to Edge and Joe in the ring. Edge setting up for that spear. Can he hit it? No! Coquina clutch. Coquina clutch from Samoa Joe. But Edge with a low blow. And now a roll up. Is it going to be it? No, a kick out. Oh, into the muscle buster. But Moxley from the top breaks it up with a missile drop kick. Paradigm shift coming. No, turn around. Coquina clutch. And a snap dirty deeds. But Edge with a spear. Edge going to capitalise on the opportunity. No. In for the Coquina clutch. And Edge has to tap out. Edge taps out. And Samoa Joe retains the Metalweight Championship. Samoa Joe, still the Metalweight Champion after a phenomenal match which saw so many twists and turns. We'll take a look at the replay of this action. The working relationship tested and ultimately coming to an end. A spear through the announce table I thought took out Moxley, but he came right back at it with a missile drop kick. Then this dirty deed. Had he made the cover at that point, we could have had a new champion. But Edge covered Joe instead, sneaking in, but he got caught with a clutch and ultimately had to tap out. Well, Samoa Joe, still the Metalweight Champion in this incredible main event, and Edge, he's looking over, and that is a look of a furious man. Moxley wants to get at Edge, but well, look who's back! We have not seen the Scottish Warrior since Ungovernable inside the Elimination Chamber. And it was at that Elimination Chamber where it came down to Joe and McIntyre. He was in the clutch, but he did not give up. And now McIntyre is back to stare into the eyes of the Metalweight Champion. Joe and McIntyre, what a war that is going to be.